Hey guys, I know everybody. Hey guys, I know you guys are waiting. I promise my customers wait until the absolute positive last minute to ring my phone almost every single time I have to go live. So forgive me, but I appreciate you guys coming on, waiting for me. I really appreciate the love and the support that you guys have been showing me, and trust and believe me, I was going to make it happen regardless because I know you guys want to hear this information. I want you to get it because there's a lot of things that is going to change. So, first of all, welcome, guys. Welcome. Let me do a slight little check. So let me know if you guys can hear me clearly, if you can see me well. I know I was using the webcam. Excuse me. Ooh, actually, I'm always ashy with the sanitizer and stuff. But anyways, let me know if you guys can hear me clearly because I want to. Yes, thank you so much, Miss Alpha Lady. Welcome, guys. Welcome to all my new subscribers, guys. We have hit over 1,000 subscribers in just a matter of a week. I really, I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for all the love, all the support. My goal with this channel is to encourage you guys, to show you guys, to teach you all that I know, and to give you all the information that you need to get started with whatever kind of business you're doing. So if you're following my channel and notary is not the only thing that you do, and you do something else and you just want some information, you want to know, the ins and outs. If you have tax questions, any kind of questions, post a question here. I might not be in that industry, but trust me, my circle is pretty large. I know a lot of people on different levels and in different areas of business. So feel free. My channel is basically for everybody that is a boss. So I know my profession is notary and tax, and that's kind of what I do, and mentoring. However, any aspect of business, if you have questions about it, post it in the comments or put it in the chat box when I'm live, and I will be more than happy to get you an answer. I might not be able to get you an answer right here on the live if it's not my forte, if it's not my, line of business, but I most definitely can go back and get you an answer, later on. So guys, thank you again so much for tuning in. So tonight, I want to talk to all the lady bosses, all the female bosses. I want to give you guys some information because my own business, SBMT Services LLC, is currently certified as a business that is owned by a woman. So, guys, I'm so sorry for all the men. Don't worry, I have something coming up for you guys. Another status that you probably will be able to take advantage of, whether or not you're male or female. And I will go over that with you guys in another live. So, guys, please don't feel left out. It's okay. If you have, for example, if you're married and your partner, you may have a female that is involved in your business, that female can still go ahead and get the certification. So I've had this question in my Facebook group for quite some time. And one of the reasons I brought the topic up is because there is some benefits to doing this. So I'm going to talk to you guys tonight about WOSB. Hey, Belizen. Hey, Doris. Hey, Cece. Oh my gosh, there's so many people on here. Hey guys, Shayna. No, you guys didn't miss me. It's just the phone. We're 24 hours, so sometimes I forget. Guys, I have like 3 phones. 1, 2, 3, and I'm on hold on one phone. Oh my goodness, I think I just hung up. Uh, I don't want to hang up. I'm on hold, and I want to stay on hold because I know I'm going to be on hold for a while because that's some technical stuff. But let me dial back in so I can get back in line. Anyways, guys, so welcome. Tonight we're going to talk about how to certify your business as women-owned small business, WOSB. All right, so I'm going to give you step by step what it is that you need to do to certify your business. I'm just making sure I'm back on hold. Forgive me, guys. Not back on hold. Oh, Christ. Anywho, so guys, let me get started with all this extra stuff. Again, super duper excited. Oh my gosh, guys, I have some really exciting stuff to tell you guys. So please be sure that you stay through the end of the video, the whole video, because I have a boot camp that is coming up and I want to talk to you guys about it. And I'm going to challenge everybody that is on my channel that is a new notary, a current notary, whatever the case may be, and see if you guys would be interested in that. I'm going to be offering that. All right. Okay. So let's get into it. I don't think I'm getting anywhere with that, so I'm just going to let that be. All right. So I want you guys to get your pen and paper, get your laptop out, whatever I'm telling you. If you want to do this live while I'm on the line, that's fine. But you're going to certify yourself as a women-owned small business. Now, let me talk to you guys about the benefit of being certified as a women-owned small business. So the government basically, what it means to be a women-owned small business is you're certifying with the SBA, which is the Small Business Administration, that your business is owned by a female. It's either, it has to be 51% or more that is owned by a female. So I actually put the in the description box the eligibility requirements. So if you guys look at the description box, well, you probably can't see it now, but if you look at the description box, it will give you what the requirements are in order, the eligibility requirements in order to be to apply. So the main thing is you have to be a U.S. citizen, or the owner of your business, or someone, a partner. Maybe you have two owners, but one owner has to be a female, and it has to be over 51% of the business that that person owns, and they have to be a U.S. citizen. That would be considered a woman-owned small business. There is more information, but it's in the description box. So I won't go too much into that, but I want to tell you guys the main ones. So I want to make sure I hit on all the topics. So I have my little cheat sheet over here, even though I'm not really always technical. All right, so the first step to certify your business. So what we're doing, there's two ways you can certify for a women-owned small business. One, you can certify through a TPC, which is a third-party contractor, a third-party agency, or third party that is basically going to gather all the information from you, and then they're going to give you your certification that way. They don't really do much, because to be honest, there's some things you can do. It's just a matter of if you want to take the time and have the patience to actually register your own business, certify yourself. Now, the bad news is self-certification, which is the free version that you do on your own, is going away in a matter of days. It's going away as of October the 15th, 2020. So you need to start your certification process now. All right. So this is very important. The first step in certifying your business is you have to register on the awards management system that is called SAM, S-A-M, SAM.gov. So write that down. You have to register on SAM.gov, and I need you guys to take action tonight. The reason is, like I said, self-certification is going away on October the 15th. So this is something you need to do ASAP if you want to do it for free. Now, self-certification, of course, as I mentioned, self-certification is free, but after October 15th, you can pay someone to certify you. But when I give you guys the steps, trust and believe me, you'll be like, why am I paying? And that's basically it. All right, guys, so give the video a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and talk about the first step. First step is you have to create a Duns & Bradstreet number. Duns & Bradstreet is very easy. You can type in your Google search DNS or Duns & Bradstreet, and then go to the Duns & Bradstreet. Actually, I think I have a link in the description box. Excuse me, guys. Let me post a link in the chat box. And I want you guys to go to Duns & Bradstreet, and then what I want you to do is go ahead and apply for a DUNS number. If you already have a DUNS number, you're already one step ahead in the game. All right, so you need to get your Duns & Bradstreet number. Let me go back. Let me get this link real quick. And then you guys go ahead and get the DUNS number. Now, here's a trick to getting your DUNS number super fast. You must, when it asks you, why are you getting the DUNS number, you must put that you're getting the DUNS number because of government contract or grant. You must put that you're getting it for government contract or grant. If you don't put that on there, it can take up to 30 days for you to get your DUNS number. So you need to put on your application. Let me get that link for you guys and post it. Let me get the link real quick, and then I'll post it right in the chat box. And I want you guys to go on there on Duns & Bradstreet, and get your Duns and Bradstreet number. It is free. You're not paying anything. You're not paying anything. So you can put DNB, I think it is DNB number. Yeah, DNB number. Or actually, you guys don't even have to look. I'll just put the link in the chat box for you. So you guys can just go there. So that is the first step. And again, when it asks you, why are you getting a DUNS number? You must say that it is for grant opportunity or government contract. That is the only way you're going to get it fast. It is free. However, if you don't put that on there, it can take up to 30 days for you to get the number. So please put on there that it is for government contracting or government grants. And that's really, truly what it is. So let me... If you look up your business and you don't see it there, you know, you don't see your company or whatever the case may be, that's fine. You can add. It's going to show you how to do all of this, but you need to start the process today. All right. So let me pull it up and I'm going to put it now in the chat box. Can I use the same DUNS number for any business? You can. If you have a DUNS number, just be honest. It is for any state. Crystal, hey Crystal, hey Royalty. Let's see, there it is. I put the link in the chat box. So if it's for your business, that, put it this way, any business you run, regardless if it's notary, tax, hair, nails, what, you know, retail, whatever business you have, whether it's a sole proprietor or LLC, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect your Duns and Bradstreet, you know, that situation. So if you have a business that is a hair, I don't know, I'm just thinking of something that would be totally off from what I normally do. Do my own hair, but anyways, it doesn't matter what your business is. Just know that whatever business you put on there will be the business that is registered and certified as women-owned small business. So if you already have a DUNS number, that is fine, as long as that's the business you want to register, because it is a pain in the butt to switch it from one business to another business. So you want to make sure whatever it is. Now, there's some people that just work under their name. That's fine. If you're a sole proprietor and you just want to register your DUNS number as your name, just be sure that when you go back into the SAM system, which is SAM.gov, I'm going to put a link to that as well. You can start that tonight too. However, it's going to tell you that you do need a DUNS number. But let me put that link in the chat box as well. All right, so I put the one for DUNS. And again, guys, if you're just now coming in, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Make sure you turn on your notification alerts so you know when I am live and when I post new stuff. Give me just 1 second. Let me get back to this site, and so I can give you the SAM.gov website. Now, the first thing about SAM.gov is you must create an account. So when you go to SAM.gov, you need to create a user account. So what I'm going to give you the link to is the page where you need to click to create a user account for SAM.gov. Again, the process is not going to be complete until you actually have your DUNS number, but at least you can start. Okay? So I just put in the chat box SAM.gov, and I put the link for Duns and Bradstreet. Again, you guys give the video a thumbs up and check the chat box. I'm dropping information there. So it's a three-step process, right? Three-step process. 1, Duns. 2, SAM. And 3, Certify.SBA.gov. You cannot register for Certify.SBA.gov until you are registered on SAM. You can't register on SAM until you have the DUNS number. So it's kind of like one leads into the other, into the other, into the other. But to be quite honest, this can be completed if you do everything correctly. You can be certified and done within a matter of days, because once you put all the information, once you're active on SAM, which normally takes 24 hours after you put all the information in, once you're active on SAM, Certify.SBA.gov, you will find your business, and once you put all the documentation there, it's done. All right, so it's best to go ahead and get the process started so that you can start, moving along in each step of the way. All right, so let me go ahead and I'll put your link for, let's see, you have SAM, and I'm going to put the link for Certify.SBA.gov. Now, going there right now is probably going to tell you that you need to go get certified with SAM first, right? But as I mentioned, it's a process. I'm going to walk you guys through. So I'm giving you links right now because I need you guys to know what to do. All right, so give me just a sec. And if you don't have, obviously you're not going to have an account, but you can create an account. All right, let me go to Certify.SBA.gov. And when you go to Certify.SBA.gov, it's also going to tell you that you need to register with Certify.SBA.gov. And in order to register with Certify.SBA.gov, you have to have SAM. Okay, so these three run together. This is what the companies charge you to do. So they charge you to get your DUNS number if you don't have one. They charge you to register on SAM, which is just entering your information on all of these, really. And they charge you for going to Certify.SBA.gov to put the information in there as well. Once all three has been done, you are now self-certified as a women-owned small business. And I will talk about the benefits of that in just a moment. But first, I want you guys to start taking these actions. So dnb.com, it's right there in the chat box. You're so welcome, Doris. Go there. And when it asks, just click on get started. When it asks, why are you getting it? If it's for your company, put your company. You can search for your name. If you don't see it, that's fine. Just, oh, this is not silent. We want to change that because when it starts ringing, sorry guys, these phones go off all night long, by the way. So anyways, yes, once you go to DNB, as I mentioned, do not put that it's other. When it asks you why do you need a DUNS number, you must say it's for contracts, for federal contracting or government contracting. I don't remember what it says. Or this is if you don't have one. If you already have one, skip to step 2. Go to SAM.gov, create an account there, and start on the process. Now I can give you guys some heads up of some things that you will need on the SAM.gov portion. On the Duns and Bradstreet is just your name, address, this, that, that. It's not anything major. But on the Duns and Bradstreet, on the SAM process, and I just got a text. I'm telling you, the phone's not going to stop. On the SAM process, you're going to need your bank account number and routing number. The reason for that is because whenever you are contracted or if you have a grant opportunity or anything like that, that is the government site that they would use. And in some instances, if you have a grant or something, they will deposit money through there. So you want to have that information available. If you don't have it available, that's fine. I can tell you guys, each step of this process is normally 24 to 48 hours if you do it the way I'm telling you to do it. The one that is the most complicated to do, or not complicated, but the one that's the most information you're going to enter is going to actually be the final, which is going to be the Certify.SBA.gov. That one is going to ask how many people are involved in the business, what is their position, what exactly do they do, what percentage of the business is owned by a female. And again, you guys feel free to ask questions at any point. Even if you go in and you do the application and you're like on page 3, just pin this video or, put it on your reminder, I don't know how you pin it. I don't remember can you pin it on YouTube? I don't remember. But anyways, come back to this chat and ask the question. I'll go back and answer it for you. Okay. So if you need help along the way, that's no problem. So what I'm doing for you guys tonight is basically giving you the information that you need to get started. And if you get stuck, come back, put it in these comments. If you don't want to put it in the comments, send me an email. Email address, I'm going to put it in the chat box right now. All right, and this is free right now, unless you want me to do the whole thing for you. It is free. It is free what I'm giving you. So if you say, Shika, I'm on page 5 and it's asking me for this, what does this mean? It would also help if you can do a screenshot because, things mean different things to different people, right? All right, so again, first you need to go to Duns and Bradstreet if you don't already have a DUNS number. If you have a DUNS number, fine. Just know that that's the business you're going to certify. Then if you have the DUNS number, just go straight to SAM. Don't go to DUNS. Go straight to SAM.gov, and the link is in the chat box. And when you go to SAM, say, for example, you're already on the game. You were halfway through it. You already did SAM, but you're not, you don't know what to do, or you don't know what the next step is, go to Certify.SBA.gov. Now, When you do the DUNS number, it's going to take about 24 to 48 hours for you to get your DUNS number, and it's sent to you by email, which is complete. It's just awesome. All right. Awesome. You're going to get DUNS number within 24 to 48 hours. I'm telling you. Okay. So once you get the number in your email, that's all you need is the number. You go to SAM.gov and you're going to click on, after you create an account, there's a section that says register an entity, E-N-T-I-T-Y. Some people say entity, but man, it's not entity. Well, I guess it could be, whatever you want to call it. It's E-N-T-I-T-Y. Okay? Register that. Once you click on register that, that is where you're registering your business. Now, once you complete all the information that is required on SAM, then you're going to have to wait 24 to 48 hours. Don't know why I said that with an accent. But anyways, 24 to 48 hours. Then you go to Certify.SBA.gov. You type in your information from SAM. It'll tell you what to do pretty much. You type your information in, and if you pop up in the search box, that means you're ready to move on to SBA, to the Certify.SBA.gov. Certify.SBA.gov is actually the final part of the whole process, right? So you're going to basically go on there and follow it along. It's kind of self-explanatory, but like I said, if you go on and you have any questions you don't understand, shoot me an email. My email address is in the chat box. You guys, for those of you who are just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Ms. Carter has a question. She says, how much do you charge to get this set up? I've never set this up for anyone except myself. So, Ms. Carter, send me an email and I can work something out for you, okay? But yes, I have not done that for anyone. It's a pleasure to help anyone at any point in time. It's just what I do. I like to do it. I've been doing it for a while. So definitely send me an email and I can see what, if we can work something out with that, right? I don't even know what the price ranges are for doing something like that. But anyways, just send me an email and I can definitely, give you a response to that question. I'll have to do a little research and see. All right. So guys, chat box. Who has Duns & Bradstreet number? Let me know in the chat box. Do you have one? Royalty says, is the DUNS number different from an EIN number for tax? Absolutely, it is. DUNS number is just somewhat like an extra identification number, but only for certain purposes. CC already have a DUNS number. So CC, have you gone to the SAM.gov system? The DUNS number is also like a social when it comes to businesses. It's another way you can build business credit, but that's another video. I'll tell you guys about that. Miss Alpha says, do we use a virtual address for DUNS? I'm gonna say you mean DUNS. Yes, I got you for DUNS. CC, you can use whatever address you want to use. Just be mindful of this. Depending on your business structure, they may ask you to do this thing called cage. Cage is like, hey, how do I explain cage? Let me see what is their legal description of cage, but pretty much it's just like another part of the government that's going to verify that that is your actual, like business address. I don't know about the virtual side unless you just don't want your business, because when you put your information in the system on SAM or on any one of these, when possible contractors or government agencies go in to search for people to hire, whatever address you have in there, that's what they're going to see. Also, if you make your profile on SAM, which is the award management system, that system will also show you to the world. So if someone wanted to hire someone from a business that is owned by a woman, because they want to meet the federal contracting requirement, then they would normally, go search for it just to find it. And I'll tell you guys about that. That's the address they would see. So as far as the address is concerned, it could be public, or that's on one side. So if you put your home address, it could be public. Like people could see it. That's the best way to put it. And if you put a virtual address, you may be asked to verify through this thing called CAGE. Let me go and give you guys what the CAGE number thing is. So CAGE is the Commercial and Government Entity Code. I have a CAGE code because I have a physical office and I actually have people that I work with. So that is something, they give a code that is literally, CAGE is kind of like the military, kind of like anyhow, but the CAGE code identifies your business within the government side of things, right? All right, so CAGE now is basically used to within the federal government system. So it's not something that you can use to apply for a loan, like a DNB number or a EIN number. No, it's pretty much just used for the reason of identifying your business within the government system. So that's what CAGE is. So before CAGE gives you a number to identify, it's a unique number that they give you to identify your particular business. Before they give you that number, if you put an address on SAM, they might want you to, sorry, I had a text. They might want you to verify that this is actually where the business is located. So I would be a little careful about, using, different addresses on that, just because I don't want you to get stuck in a CAGE problem, because I got stuck in a CAGE problem, but it wasn't for that. I was stuck in a CAGE problem for something really stupid. And yeah, so got that resolved. Took a little time, but yes, you guys, I don't recommend virtual addresses because they might be a problem, but also if you use your physical address, just be ready for it to be public. All right, one sec, guys. I want this one to stop ringing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just let this individual know. Just a sec. One second. All right, guys. So I'm back. All right, so that should take care of that. So guys, again, welcome. If you're just now tuning in, give the video a thumbs up and let's chat. So again, let me know in the chat box, who has a Duns and Bradstreet number? Do you have a Duns number? In the chat box, where are you? Do you have a Duns number? Yes or no? Okay, Cece, you have a Duns number or no? Cece says you do. So Cece, go to SAM.gov. The link is there in the chat box. Just scroll up, you'll see it. Go to SAM and then create an account, right? Start creating an account in SAM. Make sure you have your DUNS number. A quick tip, if you had or have a DUNS number and you don't remember the number, you can do a DUNS number lookup. Just search for a DUNS number lookup and you can go in and put in your business information and it will look up your DUNS number and send you an email with your DUNS number. So that's a good thing if you guys don't have the DUNS number. The third link that I had down there is Certify.SBA.gov. But in order to even register to get past the first screen, literally, you must have your DUNS number and you must have already been registered in SAM and you have to wait 24 hours. All right. Let's see who else is in the chat box. Guys, let me know any questions you have. I'm going to give you more details on it. Thanks. I was thinking to ask the same question. No problem. Okay, thanks for that. I was wondering the same thing. Okay, awesome. So what we're doing is all the female owners of businesses, if you have more than 51% of the ownership in the business, you can register your business as a women-owned small business. Ms. Brown says, so you used your physical address to get your DUNS number. Yes. DUNS is not public at all. It's not public. DUNS is just, if you give someone your DUNS number, they'll be able to find you. But DUNS is not something you can just go on the internet and find someone's address with their DUNS. No. Let's see. So DUNS, you can put it this way, guys, just to make things simple and very easy. If you are a sole proprietor and you do not have a physical office that you go into, if you have a virtual office or one of those type deals, I would recommend to use your physical address. My recommendation, from my own experience, because I was in one suite and I switched from one suite to another suite. And then when my application went to SAM needed a cage code to identify my company because I have a physical office location, and also because my company is a LLC. So they needed more information. They need to actually list me with a cage number. Not everyone needs a cage number, okay? Because again, the cage number is going to identify the business entity itself. But if you're a sole proprietor, that's not an issue for you, okay? So if you're a sole proprietor, just go ahead and put your physical address. That's my recommendation. You don't have to do it. If you want to use a virtual address, you can, but just be prepared. They may ask you to verify this, verify that, send them this, send them that. That happens. Okay. Again, guys, if you're just not tuning in, welcome, welcome. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not currently a subscriber. Drop your questions in the chat box. I am here to help, and I am live. I'm in front of my PC. So if you're on any page throughout this process and you have a question, drop it in the chat box as long as I'm on here. Even when I'm not on here, if you have something, another question later on, you can shoot me an email. All right. CC says, on SAM, do I click on individual account? Yes, you want to create an individual account. And when you create the individual account, you want to register an entity. Entity. I don't know what the Royalty says, I'm just getting started. Just apply to become notary public, then going into loan signing agent. So you can actually get a DUNS number under your own name. You can get a DUNS number under your own name. So you can be Royalty S. That's the name of your business, is you. You're a sole proprietor. So unless you have a DBA, if you registered a DBA or a fictitious name, you can do that as well. But you can have a DUNS number under your name if you are a sole proprietor. So don't worry. If you're an LLC, you must put your DUNS number under your LLC. So actually use your home address for DUNS. If you're a sole proprietor and you don't have an office that you actually go to every day, I would recommend you use your home address. It's a federal government system, and yes, it does show up online. If someone was to, try to verify you or something, you can choose after you get registered to not list sensitive information online. You can do that at any point in time on SAM, but just so you get this certification, do it now. I would recommend it for smooth sailing. Because anything that SAM thinks, not SAM, but if it goes to Cage, which is normally what will happen with some people, and Cage doesn't feel like you have a physical business, they will give you total pain in the butt. All right. Again, welcome, guys. Everybody if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I would love to have you as a subscriber. Hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the chat box where you are. I am here to help you tonight. Women-owned small business self-certification, or WOSB self-certification, is going away as of October the 15th. After October 15th, you cannot self-certify any longer, and you will be required to pay what they call a TPC, which is a third-party company. There's only 4 companies that are, hey, is that Leah or Lay? I don't know, from New Orleans. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. But yes, these third-party companies, there's only like 4, I think, that are registered with SBA to be the TPC. So you would be paying either one of them. Normally they will give you a certificate, but when you self-certify, you don't need certificates, like me. And then that's basically it. So I told you guys, stay tuned to the video and let me tell you about some of the benefits of doing this. All right. So the way the government contracting system works, their price range, the third party, that's a good question. I don't know why I never looked at that. I will check that out for you guys. I never thought of that. I just thought, hey, my people need to take advantage of the free sources before the other sources. But I will check for you guys and tell you what it costs. Let us see there is a few. I wonder if I click on them and they will tell me without asking me, like everything but my DNA, to just tell me like what is the price. I just want to know. So I'm checking for you guys while I'm talking. So let me talk about some of the benefits and we can go from there. Actually, I don't think they list their prices because even when I was doing it on my own, I never really saw anyone third-party certifier. I know that there's only 4, but I don't remember seeing prices. I remember seeing contact information, and I never was nosy enough to actually call anyone. Huh. Yeah, I don't see any prices, but I can tell you there is some, the ones that are approved by the SBA. There's one that is the WBENC, I'm just going to put it in the chat box, okay? And then you guys can go on there, or you can just search for the WOSB. All right. Let me see, but there's no price so far. I didn't see anything, so I'm a little kind of like, what does that mean? Is that good or bad? Don't know. But I don't remember seeing anything. All right, guys. So let's see. Let's take a look and see what's going on. And if you're just not tuning in and you're a notary signing agent, or a tax preparer, whichever one, I have a boot camp. I'm excited to tell you guys about it. So please stay tuned to the video, and I will be talking about it before I end this live tonight. I just want to make sure all my people with the WOSB, I answer all their questions. All right, so I just got my cage code today, and I think I have to wait 72. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Congratulations. Yes, so when you get your cage code, your cage is going to activate SAM for you. So once SAM is activated, you're going to have to wait another 24 hours. It's more like 72 hours before you can go to Certify.SBA.gov. All right, so in the next day or two, I would say just keep checking. And this is going to Miss Louisiana. I'm gonna call New Orleans. Okay. I don't know if it's hey lay, or I don't want to say it wrong. So this is going to Miss New Orleans in my chat box. Okay. Just make sure you will make the deadline. I promise you will. You will, because once you get past SAM done, that's it. You go straight to certify, and as long as you're already in the system, your stuff is in progress, you should be okay. It's Lee. Okay, Lee. Thank you so much. I was over here like, is it Lee? Is it Lee? What is it? You know? Thank you so much. All right. So Lee, you should be able to go to Certify.SBA.gov, search for yourself. Make sure you remember your PIN number from SAM, because you're going to need it. All right. Let's see. Miss Mayborn says, could we go back and change the name, or would we have to make new everything? No, you can change the name at any time. What may happen with Duns and Bradstreet is the way you change your name is going to be kind of like the same process you're doing now. You go to Duns and Bradstreet, change your name there, then go to SAM, change your name there. Then you go back to SBA and change your name there. So it's the same process. But once you're registered, if there's a change in, minor change in the business, I changed my business address. So, if there's a change in the business, you just go back to the same process. But once you're certified, you're certified. So if you have to make a change, that's not going to remove you from the system or anything like that. All right, if that answers your question, Miss Newborn. I hope I'm saying these things right, guys. I hope I'm saying them right. But thank you, Lee, for telling me that it's Lee, because I'm just over here saying stuff. So thank you guys for your help and assistance with that. Anyway, so all the people with the DUNS number, you said it. I said it right. Cool. I'm telling you guys. I said it right. So all of you with the DUNS number in the chat box, if you have the DUNS number, you should be going straight to SAM.gov. Go to SAM.gov and start creating a profile. You can do individual accounts, because the individual is okay. It's separate from the entity that you're going to be registering. When you get to SAM, you're going to click on the left-hand side. There's a little menu box. You're going to click on register an entity, E-N-T-I-T-Y, entity, however you want to pronounce it. You're going to register that, start going through that process. Heads up, you're going to need your banking information, because they're going to ask you for a place where they can deposit money. Now, let me tell you guys about the benefits. I keep talking about the benefits and never talk about the benefits. Oh, before I go over the benefits, I know I put the eligibility requirements in the description box, but I'm sure none of you guys are paying attention to that right now because you're looking at me live. So I'll just tell you right now. Okay, so first, you must be a small business. And I'm sure you guys, unless you are hiding something, but small business normally means you have 500 or less employees and you're classified as small business by the SBA, right? Also, you must have the female that is owned a part owner or owner of the business must hold at least 51% of the ownership, right? And the female must also be a U.S. citizen, and the female must be the person who manages the day-to-day operation of the business and make long-term business decisions, right? So in other words, if you're a CEO, you got to be someone that is actively involved in the business. You can't just be a CEO. Oh, I'm a CEO. Are you? It's going to ask you, are you involved in the day to day? I think part of it, either on SBA or on SAM, is going to ask you that. So make sure you do that. All right. So that's that. If you meet all those requirements, there's another status that you can get, but I'm not going to give you guys any more stuff to confuse your brain. Okay. That's another video that's coming up, and that is EDW. All right. Another one is one that is socially. There's another one for minority-owned businesses, people who are disadvantaged. And when they say disadvantaged, don't think that it means that you're just like something's wrong with you. No, it just means that you're from a minority group, and so you have a disadvantage compared to everybody else. I will tell you guys more about that. I'll put up a link whenever I have a video coming up for that. All right. So when you get certified as a women-owned small business, let me tell you guys in layman's terms, because I don't want to be up here talking like, do this and do that. And you guys like, what does that mean? So I'm just going to talk to you in layman terms and just let you know what it is. All right. So when you're certified as a minority-owned small business, the way it works is this. Normally, businesses will compete to get contracts with the federal government because the contracts can be up to $4 million in value. So imagine having a contract for 2 or 3 years for $4 million. It's a lot, right? And normally only the top big boys would be able to get those contracts, right? So then the SBA came up with this to create a level playing field for everybody. They decided, okay, we know you guys are big top dogs and you can get all the good contracts. You have all this, you have all that, but we want you to split your contract with some of the little guys. So we want you to give a percentage of your contract to these people. The EDWOSB, the minority-owned business, and also the women-owned small business, which is the WOSB. So what they do is, and thank you guys so much, all the people that are coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. All right, so what the government does is they say, okay, big guys, we're going to give you a contract for $50 million, but you must give 2% of that contract to a minority-owned business. So then the big guy wants to get this contract because it's a lot of money, right? So what the big guy does is go to Sam and like, hey, I need somebody who can give me security guards for $4 million for 3 years, right? And what happens is it can't just be anybody. It only has to be the pool that are certified for those particular status that the government is telling them that they have to include in that contract, right? So in essence, they're splitting most of the time. They're splitting a portion or subcontracting with you. Sometimes you'll get direct contracts for specific government programs that require or want to contract only with women-owned businesses, or for only with minority-owned businesses. And there's different benefits to each, but this is the main benefit of all of them, is that you can get federal government contracts. Like I said, the contract can be a maximum of $4 million. So imagine your little self, I say my little self because I'm not a Fortune 500 company, but so imagine your small business getting a contract for 3-4 years for $4 million. Tell me in the chat box, would you take it or not? Yes or no? Would you take a contract for 4 years for $4 million or 3 years for $4 million? Tell me in the chat box, would you take it? The maximum for a WOSB contract through the government is $4 million. Would you take it? Yes or no? Tell me in the chat box. Tell me in the chat box. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. Who else? Anybody that says, 4 years now, that's too little. Yes, tell me in the comments, would you not take that contract? No brainer. Mazone says, duh, no brainer. Of course, absolutely, Melissa. Of course, Shanice. I'm telling you guys, this stuff is, a lot of people downplay it. I get emails. Like I told you guys in one of my last videos, I told you there's also another hurricane, by the way. I hate to sound excited about a hurricane. It's never exciting, but I'm going to tell you guys what happened in the last hurricane. Miss Brown says, absolutely. Yes, guys. 4 million. I'm not talking about 4,000 or 400,000. 4 million for the next 4 years. You're set. Okay? Whatever it is they want you to do, if they're hiring me to stand at the gate and not smile, I'll get Botox in my face. So I would literally, the whole time. If that's what they're, I don't care what they're hiring me for. $4 million for 3-4 years. I will not, if I'm telling you guys, whatever it is, my small business does pretty good for itself, but $4 million, I'm telling you, whatever it is they're hiring me to do, I'll be doing it. Okay? All right. Nicole says, if you own multiple entities, do you have to register for each entity, for example, tax notary, signing agent? Not necessarily. Well, it depends. Say, for example, your business is like mine, where it's all under one name, but it's different things that you do. That's fine. But if it's different things, then you have to register each based on what you want them to do. So if you don't want the business to be getting contracts, government contracts, you don't have to register it, but you want the ones to, you want to register each. If it's separate, register them. If it's all under one name, then yes. Hope that I answered that. I was too distracted thinking about the 4 million. You guys forgive me, but I was too distracted. Again, welcome, guys. If you're just tuning in, hit that like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'm telling you guys, amen, Lee. I am claiming it myself. So anyway, let me tell you guys the story. So after I got registered brand new, I was just like, not paying attention, because actually I was registered before, and then I had to change. I had a little bit of change in the company name and the address. So then I was like, I have to go through a process. So the process was so annoying, and because of one little error, and I was just like, I can't be bothered. So then I got emails like, hey, does your company provide any of these services? I got it from, you normally will get emails from the SAM, I can't remember what the name of it is, but you'll know that it's a government email because it will have your CAGE or your SAM, I'm sorry, not your SAM, your DUNS number or whatever. It will refer to your business as minority owned or whatever. You'll know, or it will have .gov on the end of the email. So you'll know this is coming from the government. So it will invite you to actually go and bid for or submit a request for contract if you provide those services. So again, I got the email, and the email was just like, hey, does your company provide this, or this? Does your company provide any of the items on this list? And I'm thinking to myself, no, why? Then I got the email again, like, does your company provide any of these things on the list? And I was like, okay, why? What is the problem? No. So I got the email again, like, we are desperate companies that provide that. I was like, whoa. It's so bad that I can't do like all the things that was on the list. They were saying food, clothes, diapers, baby stuff, this, that. I was just like, what? They were even asking for laborers, like, people who just work, like just general labor. They were asking for people for all of these things. And I was just like, wow, oh my gosh, internally. And then I was like, I could have gotten a contract for that. Now, I'm not sure what the contract would have been, what the length, what the amount would be, but I know the maximum the contract could have been $4 million. So I was like, whoa, oh my goodness, this thing does work. So yes, before you know it, you will get an email and they will say, hey, can you provide this? And you'll be like super duper like stuck, like, what? Oh my God, I get to what? Work with the government? As a contractor, I've worked with the government as an employee, but contractor is a whole nother level. Anyhow, Cece said, quick question on SAM. Sure, Cece, go ahead and type in the chat box. Mrs. Zone says, I live in a subdivision, can't have a home business HOA. HOA. You guys see my HOA. HOA. Don't want to cut my grass, but want to give me a notice. HOA. It's okay. HOA. You're getting paid anyway. HOA. I will cut the grass. HOA. I can't pass if I don't cut it. Anyhow, this is not for them. This is for you guys. But yes, I definitely understand, Mrs. Zone. You can definitely list it. CC says, which one would I pick on SAM? Why I'm registering on SAM? You want to put for government contracting, just like you would do on the Duns and Bradstreet. Again, guys, if you're just not tuning in, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the video, drop your questions in the chat box. Be sure to go back and look at the steps we've already gone over. This video will be posted after I'm done. So if you miss anything, don't worry. You can go ahead and replay and catch up on it. And it is not too late for you to go ahead and get started. All right, let's see. I can't qualify for a Hub Zone certificate. What is the Hub Zone certification? Hey, Shika, I'm just hearing about this. Notary, OMG, just subscribed. Loved you. Thank you so much, Norma. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much. Let's see. I can still apply for a virtual with a birth. You can. You definitely can. But quick tip: if it tells you that you need a cage number, if it says anything about cage on your SAM, be prepared to give Cage some information on your business structure. So tell them this is a virtual office up front, so they don't be like, okay, what? Well, this is not showing that this is your business. This shows 15 businesses at this address. Like, just be proactive and say virtual office, and that's it. All right. So, but you definitely can if you have a virtual office. Not virtual business necessarily, but virtual office. If your business is virtual, it's virtual. But mainly what you might run into an issue with this cage. Now, I'm not saying you will, because some people won't. I was going to say something, but it would have been, you guys would have probably just laughed and I would have had to end the video because it wouldn't be nice to say that. It's not about you guys, it's just my experience. I'm like, ugh. But anyhow, that it doesn't, virtual office or virtual business does not stop you from registering. Don't get me wrong. The address they may ask for more validation or more information on the cage side. This cage is a part of the whole verification and another ID number that you have to have if you have an office location. So if you have a physical location like myself, I have an office, even though most of the times I'm working online and I'm doing remote stuff, but I have an actual physical office. And so they have to get a cage number to identify the physical location of my business within the government system. All right. So that's all the cages. Some of you, if you're sole proprietors and you have a home business, you can, well, home business or no, HOA, home business or not, if it's your business address or if it's your mailing address, I'm giving you guys tips here about that HOA situation. It doesn't have to be your business address. It could be your mailing address. Okay. All right. Anyways, mistakes. What? That's let's see. Hub Zone is a company level diverted classifier referring to historically under. Okay. Okay. Got it. So that one I didn't even know about. So I learned something from you guys. I'm giving, you guys are giving too. So we all give each other, but I didn't know about the Hub Zone. So that is good to know. Now, is the Hub Zone something that is federal or is it just state? Because SAM and all this extra stuff with the SBA, that is federal. That goes for you regardless of where you live in the United States or where your business is located. So let me know about Hub Zone. All right. So anyways, guys, so that is it on SAM and WOSB. If you have questions, as long as you can see me and talk to me live, I will answer it live. But I want to give you guys some more information about some other things that's coming up. So if you're a notary, whether you're a new notary, old notary that's been sitting on the stamp, or whatever the case may be, whatever the case is, I have what is called a notary boot camp that is coming up. The boot camp is basically going to have a guide and a set of goals that you have to meet within a specific period of time. The benefits of the boot camp is basically is going to help you or force you, because this is a boot camp, right? So I'm basically going to tell you, hey, you need to do this. Um, and that boot camp is basically going to help you to also build to to do some accountability checks on yourself. A lot of us, we get great information, we get all the steps, we get all the resources, and yet we're just not motivated, we're just not holding ourselves accountable, and we're not taking the necessary steps to really push to get where we need to go. So the Notary Boot Camp is me basically coaching you guys through a weekly process, and the process is going to go for 3 to 6 months, depending on where you are. If you're a brand new notary, it can run for 6 months. If you're a notary and you just don't know what to do, I'm giving you 3 months. The boot camp, I will put information on it, like the cost and all that information. The boot camp, you're going to be held accountable, and you will also every single week, everyone who meets their goal for that week, I will bring you guys on the live with me, or I will shout you out on the live with me. While I'm doing my live videos, I'm going to check in every single week. The people who are not accountable, if you sign up for the boot camp, you're gonna agree that it's okay for me to call you out. I might not have to call your whole government name out, but for me to call you out and tell you that you didn't do it, right? So that's a part of the boot camp. Now you guys are probably thinking, Chica, that is absolutely absurd. I know, but let me tell you why. Some of us, like I say, we get all this information, we watch all the videos, we buy all the books, we attend the webinars. Oh my God, we pay for all this subscription and we do this, we do that, and yet we do not take advantage of the tools that we have. We don't follow along. Sometimes it's life. There's a lot of things going on. There's COVID, there's this, there's unemployment, there's so much things that can distract you from actually being focused on building your brand, building your business. And to be honest with you guys, it is a great distraction to be working on your business in the midst of whatever is going on, in the midst of whatever is happening outside. Because I can tell you guys, I'm seeing businesses close throughout this whole COVID thing, and I'm seeing new businesses pop up and do well. I have been able to stay open and stay active through the pandemic, sometimes involuntarily, because my clients were just calling. They didn't care if I was scared to come out or not. They wanted service and they wanted it now. So, and it's hard for you to tell a client, no, I'm not coming out because of COVID. You're going to say, put a mask on. What is wrong with you? So, so it kind of forced me to do it. And then at times I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to answer the phone. That didn't work. They sent emails and they go online. So there was really some of it I was able to, hide a little bit because I felt like, oh, this is my little staycation. But the rest of it, no. I would not push as hard as I would push on a regular basis because I felt like I have an excuse. I can say it's COVID. No, it's time for us to get on our grind. It's time for you to step up, especially with unemployment. You guys see unemployment, the unemployment rate is so high. Can you imagine if you're providing a product or service that is needed, that is essential? Notaries, we're essential workers. Do you guys know we're essential? We're essential because we're involved in so many different aspects of government, of business, of banking. Think about all the power of attorneys. Think about safe deposit box. Think about marriages, people getting married. Think about in different states. Think about loan signings, people refinancing their homes. Think about people who are ill and they're doing wills, their last will and testament. Think about all this stuff that is happening. People selling cars in states that require a vehicle title to be notarized. We don't ever stop being needed. Like the need for a notary, you wouldn't be mind blown to know how many people in your area that you live amongst, daily people walking by you that are looking for notaries and don't even know where to go. A lot of people think of FedEx, UPS, the bank. That's it. They don't know, hey, you know what? You can't leave your house right now. You need to sign this power of attorney because you're not sure how things are going to go. You can't go to the bank. You don't know I can call someone and have them come to my house. And not only that, they don't have to come inside. They just look at me through the door, look at my ID, and hand me the paper I can sign and hand it right back to them. You know, you can do so much stuff. You can have all these things. Guys, I've seen it all. Like I tell my people this before. I've done marriage ceremonies in parking lots. I've been to the jail, not locked up. Nope, I don't look good in green or orange. Well, orange maybe, but not that kind of orange. You know what I mean? So I've been to the jail to notarize as a notary. I've been so many different places, hospital, hospice. I've been to ICUs in the hospital. I've been to assisted living. I've been to so many different places that I thought to myself, like, wow, sometimes you get that phone call, it's an attorney's office. And you're like, you're an attorney. Like, well, why would you need me? A little poor little notary like me. Because to avoid conflict of interest, they can't notarize the documents that they're actually creating for their clients because it could be questioned like, hey, this is conflict of interest. How you created this power of attorney and you notarized the power of attorney. Oh, and by the way, it's giving you power of attorney. No, this is not good. So they do need notaries. So all these places, guys, I'm telling you, you can do so much. Every single day when I think I know it all, I learn something. The more you think you know, and the more you're going to realize you don't know. You're going to be mind blown by some of the things that you do and some of the results that you get. So in the boot camp, I'm going to design the boot camp for 3 months if you're currently a notary, 6 months if you're not yet a notary. I will give you guys a price. I will give you guys the time and I will give you guys a date it will start. I will hold you accountable every single week. You should be taking a step towards making it. We also want to hold each other accountable. So we will be in a setting where there will be a forum so we can hold each other accountable. You will have support. So if you do one thing and you're like, okay, I didn't do this because I didn't understand it, we can help you. We can help each other out. That is the community that we want to foster, is where it is okay for us to build our own little network and for us to hold each other accountable so that we can get to where we need to get to. Now, after you're done with the program, you want to fly. It's fine. If you're going through a program, you're like, Shika, I'm too stressed out. Every week I got to tell you what I did, blah, blah, blah. Fine. You want to quit? That's okay. But I don't really think that you should quit. I think that this is a time where everybody should step up. Unemployment is way, way too high. There's too much that we can do, especially us women. When opportunities open up for women, when opportunities open up for minorities, and when I talk about minorities, I'm not talking about one race. Minority is the minority races, okay? Races, not one. And when you're in business, you don't see race, you don't see color, you see business, always. Never forget that. So when an opportunity opens up, when there's an opportunity to do something, you take advantage of that opportunity and you run with it because you never know when those doors are going to close. All right? So you have to step up to the table and do what you need to do for your own business. Sorry, my phone's going off again. But anyways, guys, so there we go. My connection was going a little crazy. So what I do best is I hold people accountable, because one of the things that I found very helpful for myself is that my partner and the people that I'm around, I always have someone. Now I have friends that I would will chill with and talk with and laugh with or whatever, were helpful. But I always need someone to hold me accountable and to show me that I need to hold myself accountable. If you have a yes man or yes woman all the time, you're not going to do much. Hey, Shanique. Nicole. Oh, I'm looking over in the chat box. I'm looking down, up. Thank you so much, Norma. Never applied. Miss Brown. Absolutely. Let's see, Miss Brown. Do not think of it the way. Yes, I'm telling you guys, extremely powerful. Thank you so much, Nicole. You guys, it's not, there's so much you can do. Let me tell you, there's another thing. Become a master of innovation. Move with technology, move with the times. Don't get stuck on, oh, I can't physically go out. There was a lot of states that was allowing people to fax you information, fax you paperwork, and you literally open it, call them on video, Zoom or whatever, stamp it, and fax it back. Can you guys believe that? Okay, so say you don't have a fax machine. There's this thing called email. Okay, You literally don't even need an electronic stamp. You don't need an electronic seal. You don't have to pay for doc like I do every month. You don't have to pay for all this extra stuff. Literally, there were states during the pandemic, and some of them still are, a few, that are doing emergency remote notary because they know notaries need to be present for a lot of different things. So they were allowing people to take documents, scan it, or take a picture of it, PDF it, send it to the notary, and the notary would basically just start, and you just look at them face to face. Hey, this you understand this? You know what you're signing? You swear this is true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Bam. That's it. Let me scan this and send it back to you. Get paid at home. How difficult can that be? Right? The thing is, a lot of people do not know that these things are out there. When you're a notary, a tax professional, a barber, a sales rep, whatever you have to move with the times. You have to master your craft. Look up for updates. Search the internet once or twice a week. See what is new. See what's coming up. You have to invest into your knowledge base and building your brand and building your business. It's something that I've done since day one. It was embedded in me that I have to keep following these things. It was a habit I learned actually from the government, from working there. I was held accountable for things that would change overnight. You know, Working with the federal government, it's kind of like you're held accountable. So you can be in the middle of a phone call and something just changed and a memo will get dropped on your desk, and whatever you just told that person, you literally have to, let me reverse. Ma'am, sir, I'm sorry, but you remember what I just said? I apologize. It no longer applies. So the new, so I get used to that process. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It changes every day, but it kept me on my toes. And it also taught me that you need to stay on top of your game. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. If your neighbor is saying, yeah, I'm not getting no service, no clients are calling, blah, blah, blah. No, that's okay. I apologize. I hear no clients are calling. I'm getting calls. But you don't want to rub it in, but you want to do what you need to do to make sure your business stays afloat. So the boot camp is going to push you. It's going to force you to actually hold yourself accountable. And also it's going to reward you, because myself and all the lovely subscribers would definitely love to hear who started, where they are, and how well they're doing. Would you guys agree? Let me know in the chat box. Who wants to know how everyone else does with the boot camp? Let me know in the chat box. Would you not like to know on a weekly basis, how many how many phone calls did someone get? How much did they make that week? Let me know in the chat box. Would you not like to know that? Because this might also encourage someone else who is skeptical about doing it because they feel as though notaries can't earn $50,000 a year. It's impossible. Yeah, I thought that too. So if you want to know, let me know in the chat box. And if you're brand new again to the channel, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Welcome to my channel. Please join the family. I have a lot of great, exciting things coming up, and I appreciate you guys for taking me to over 1,000 subscribers in less than a month, literally about 2 weeks. I appreciate every last one of you, and you will not regret it. I will give you guys the love and support that you guys give me. All right. So yes, we want to know what you guys are doing. How much did you make? Let's put you on camera. If you guys are familiar with some of these other people, they do testimonials. And no, this is not necessarily going to be one of those $5,000 a month text. Well, hey, if it is, it is. If you make 5,000, send me a gift card. Just kidding, but I'm just saying, I want you guys to win, and I know you can win because I've won. I'm still winning multiple times, different ways. So it's endless the things that you can do. You just need some guidance, and you just need to hold yourself accountable, and you need to make sure that you're on top of your game. When you're home and you don't have anything to do and you're free of the kids and of all the stress or whatever, if you ever get a chance to do that, I fall asleep on the phone with books and TV and everything. Hey, it is what it is. But pick up something that that can help you, motivate you, push you. Look in the news and see if you're if you're in fashion. Look in the news. What is new? What is what's trending out here? If you're baking cakes, oh my gosh, by the way, guys, if you have Netflix, have you guys seen that thing on Netflix, the sugar thing? Jesus. I can't stop watching it, and I think I shouldn't be watching it because it's making me feel like I want to go and try to bake stuff, but I know that's not my forte. Like, I can cook, but the baking thing is not me. But it make you, if you watch it, let me know in the chat box. But it's called Sugar Rush. It's like people just come in and make all types of stuff. I seen someone come in and make a cake with and like the galaxy. Oh my God. One lady made what is it called? Like a big old cake, right? And it was a little girl carrying like 3 stacks of cake, and it was all edible. Even the little girl. Well, we don't eat kids, but I'm just saying, it's even the girl carrying the cake was edible. I was like, oh my god, that's what's up. Anyways, guys, side note. So, what I'm saying to you is, when you have spare time, work on mastering your craft. Look at what is new out there. You need to keep yourself on your toes. You need to hold yourself accountable. Look at different ways. Today, I was actually asking in the Facebook group, by the way, if you guys want to join, I'll put a link in the description box. In the Facebook group, I was asking if everyone has business cards. The responses was frightening. We have a lot of members, hundreds, and literally maybe one handful have business cards. How can you have a business? I don't care what you do, nails, hair, toes. Well, that's nails too. But I'm just saying, whatever your business is, you must have a business card. The first thing a customer is going to do after you give them an awesome sales pitch, I sell hair products. Your hair is frizzy. Oh, don't say it like that. But I'm just saying, say for instance, the customer's like me and like, oh my God, this humidity is tearing up my hair. Oh, I sell hair products. I sell oil that you can put that will moisturize your scalp and do this and that. And after you tell them, they're like, oh, wow, awesome. Where's your store? Do you have a card? Here you go. I don't have a card, but I'm on Instagram. They're not taking you seriously. They're not taking you seriously. Just 1 second, guys. Go. Sorry, my 6-year-old. I want to do my mean eye, but I don't want you guys to be like, oh my God. For those of you who are parents working from home, you know that look when you're like on Zoom or you're on a live meeting or whatever, you're like, mine's worse than that. But I didn't want to do it. I'm just like, leave. You must leave now. Anyways, guys, yes, business card is paramount, right? When did you say the boot camp was? The boot camp is, I'm going to be posting information on it. I'm actually literally working on it now because it's going to be a program that's going to be a weekly thing that you're going to have different things that you're going to do based on your level. If you're just not starting, you haven't even gotten your notary stamp yet, we're going to give you goals for that. If you already have your stamp, we're going to give you goals for that. So yes, I will post boot camp that will be coming up. Again, if you're just now coming over to my channel, please subscribe, hit that like button. Yes, Ms. Vazon, you guys know all that I'm talking about. Now, behind every boss, every business owner, behind the professional, you have a personal life, and that life might involve children or pets. And you know how that can be very hard sometimes for you to, you know, that's all I'm going to say. So you guys bear with me, all right? So anyways, I will have information on the boot camp for you guys coming up. I probably will do a video and then I will put a link for you guys to go to sign up to get information on that. But just be ready for it. When I say be ready for it, don't be like, Shika, I can't do that. I'm shy. I don't talk to people. I don't like to show my face. I'm going to give you the rest in and you need to do it because it's something that's going to push you out of your comfort zone. It's going to force you to be the best that you can be. It's going to force you to become the better you, or the best you that you can be. Now, in any business whatsoever, if you have not given it your all and you failed, you need to start again. When you give it your all and it's a fail, it's not necessarily a fail. It's a lesson to you that is not your avenue. You need to get off of that street, get off of that train, get off of that bus. That's not going in your direction. So if you've been trying to be a singer for 15 years and you're not a singer now, and you weren't 12 when you started, it's time to throw in the towel. All right. If you are trying all this time, you know how people do, they have that little trembling in their voice. I've been trying all my life. and you have not accomplished that one thing that you've been trying over and over, which is literally the definition of insanity, is trying the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, it's time for you to leave that alone. Time for you to walk outside of your comfort zone, try something different, and master it. Give it your all. When you give it your all and it doesn't pan out, that's just not your street. It's not your lane. It's not your avenue. Move to the next. Move on to the next. Hey, Christopher, thank you so much. Thank you, Jackie. Yes, Miss Mazone. Move on. It's something I've learned. You just as easy as you get attached to something, make it that easy to let go. Just as easy as you can get attached to the idea, I want to open my beauty supply. I want to do it. I want to do it. Oh my gosh, I opened a beauty supply. I put 50,000 in there. I'm only getting 2 clients a week. First in face again. It's time for you to try something else. Time for you to try something else. For the laptop, the camera, I'll give you the link, girl. I will. One girl. It's a girl. I hope it's girl or guy because I like to say girl. If it's a guy, I'll give you the link, my friend. I'll give you the link. I will drop the link to I'll go back to your comment and drop the link, or I'll put the link for the camera. I actually got it from Amazon. Yes, absolutely. I will give you a link for the camera. Thank you so much. But yes, guys, this is what being a boss is about. It's a mindset. Don't be like, I've tried 15 times to do a food truck, and every time I try to do a food truck, something happens, no one comes. What kind of food are you selling? Exactly. Are you selling the same thing everybody else is saying? Fish, ribs, chicken. What are you selling? And how are you doing this food? Like, are you putting a little twist to it that people are intrigued? Like, oh my gosh, this is Asian mixed with African and Jamaican and blah, blah, blah. Oh God, let me try it. Or are you selling fries and chicken wings, which everyone on the corner is selling? Like, are you baking 7-Up cake? Oh Jesus, I can't tell you how many people try to sell me 7-Up cake. By the way, if cake is your thing, cake is your thing. But I'm just saying, how about in that 7-Up cake, put a little Patron? Well, forgive me, I like Patron a little, but put something else in your 7-Up cake. Put a twist to it. Master a recipe that is just awesome. It doesn't have to be what everybody else is doing. Don't go out here trying to be what everybody else. Don't go. It's better to be an original than a photocopy, because the photocopy is just still not going to pan up to what the original is. Simple, right? I know you guys are probably tired of me by now. Like, Sheikah, okay, we get it, Sheikah, right? We need to do better. Yes, yes, yes. This is pretty much what I'm going to be doing the whole book. Telling you, you can do better. You will be shocked at what you can accomplish if you really put the effort into doing it. No means next opportunity. Someone says no, smile, next opportunity. That is just not your avenue, street, lane, or level. And be ready. For every level that you get to, you're going to be faced with a new challenge, or like I say, new level, new devil. Be ready for that as well. All right? If you guys are on the journey with me, I will tell you the truth and always the truth and nothing but the truth, even when you don't want to hear the truth. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys put your notification alerts on so you know when I post videos or when I'm going live. I find it very convenient to go live, by the way, than to record, because majority of the day I am literally busy doing a lot. So it's really hard to sit down to do a video, and when you're done recording the video, you have to go back and edit the video. But I found out a few little tips and tricks here that I can use to make it a little easier. So I'm definitely going to do that so that I can post more videos. I'm also going to be showing you guys this place. For those of you who are in Jacksonville, I know I have a couple people that are in Jacksonville that are notaries. I'm going to show you guys my secret spot in Jacksonville that I go and marry people. And the venue cost $0. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a video of that venue. And like I said, it is FREE. Whatever you charge your customer for the services is fine, but I'm going to be dropping little tips and tricks. If you're in North Florida, you just have a little bit of an advantage, but it's okay. I have a directory that I'm actually putting on our site that is going to be venues for different states that you can utilize for free. Forgive my 6-year-old. So guys, stay tuned. I have some for South Carolina. So South Carolina is one of the states that you can marry people. Florida and South Carolina are the two main states that you can marry people. So I will put those on the site, on my website. I'm actually working on that on sbntgroup.com to put those links to the free venue. So if you have someone who calls and say, hey, I want to get married and, I want to do it outdoors, which right now I would definitely recommend outdoors because of COVID. Then you can give them ideas like, oh, you want to do it on a beach, you want to do it at a park, what kind of setting do you want? And you can offer them those venues and you can charge for your own fee, but the venue itself is free. All right. All right. Anyways, guys, let me see. Miss Alpha had a question for me. Let me answer. Do you know how to check if your business name is good? Okay. Help me, Miss Alpha. When you say good, what do you mean exactly? Good as in registered with the state? Not sure. When you say good, what exactly do you mean on good? Just let me know in the chat box and I can answer for you. Like, are you saying like, is the name good? Is it catchy? Does it sound nice? Does it sound professional? Is it that? Like, just give me an example of what the good is that you're wanting to verify. And I can definitely answer. Oh, by the way, guys, if I have not told you already, let me tell you right now, on your business card, if you use your personal email, don't use it. Just get new business cards. When I say personal, I mean hotgirl56 at Gmail. You can use a Gmail if you want to use a Gmail. It's nothing really wrong with it. Most companies, when you have an LLC, it's good to use your domain after your, info or admin or sales or whatever at your company name.com. But if you're using Gmail, please create a Gmail for your business with the business name. Even if your business is Amazon Notary Service, you can just put Amazon Notary Service. If your business is Jack Notary Service, you can put J&J Notary Service, something. Don't have oh my gosh, I've seen so many business cards, especially people who are makeup artists and things like that. They feel like it's cool. I don't want to be sending an email to hotgirl56 79 69 68. No, I don't even want that to show up on my stuff. So please, definitely keep it professional. To register for DUNS, etc., it's clear for use. Clear for use. Are you saying that you're using a fictitious name and you want to know if someone else has the fictitious name, Miss Alpha? Because if you're using a fictitious name, that's normally a state thing and not a federal thing, not a DUNS thing either. It's normally a state thing. So the state normally, if you're going to do a DBA or whatever the case may be, you can do your DBA or whatever it is. You have to search online, make sure no one else is using the same DBA so you don't get confused. You normally are able to go to the state site and search. Not trying to use my name. Okay, so tell you what you can do. You can actually go on your state website and go to search and, like look for division of corporations or something like that. Like in Florida, it's sunbiz.org. And you can just go there and look and search for that business. If no one's using it, then use it. That's it. But it's not on a federal level. It's on a state level that they would verify that the name is not the same as someone else. Not on the federal side. Federal doesn't care. Well, I shouldn't say it like that, but on the federal, it doesn't really affect you. That sounds better. Gma Zone says close. Notary Zone LLC. Hey, Notary Zone LLC. Notary Zone LLC. Okay? On Time Notary LLC. A&M Notaries LLC or A&M Notary. Remember, don't use LLC unless you're LLC. Let me just say that part. If you're a what is this thing called again? Sole proprietor. Oh, Jesus, my brain is just dancing with all kinds of things. If you're a sole proprietor, then you can, don't put LLC at the end of your name because LLC means you're registered as a limited liability company. So don't put LLC unless you're actually registered with the state as LLC. All right. So put anything else. Just don't put LLC. That's it. So you can put, MA Notary Services or Alpha Notary Services or, whatever you want to put, as long as it's not a name that is there on the state. So I can tell you that So anything that sounds really easy, really common to you, somebody else probably already thought of it. So you definitely want to check to make sure no one else is using it. All right. Just looking over here at my chat box. All right, guys, I'm about to, I am registered. Awesome. So Mr. or Miss in the zone is telling you, hey, I'm registered. I can use LLC all day. So awesome. Notary Zone LLC it is. But Miss Alpha Lady, if you're not an LLC, you want to make it, you can make it Alpha Notary Service, Alpha On Time Notary, Alpha, whatever you want to make it. Make it something that is going to be something unique that is going to identify your brand, but also tell people what you do. If it's not just notary, if it's notary and tax and you're still a sole proprietor, Alpha Notary and Tax Service, Alpha this and that. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Do you recommend LLC when first starting notary? To be quite honest, I recommended, I didn't start off with a LLC, but it was a little bit of like a transition for me to move to and actually right now, to be quite honest, I have several companies, but right now I still have the fictitious name. I still own it because I bought it not bought it, but I registered with the state and it was valid for X number of years. And so it's still on the state side, the fictitious name that I used before. But if you can register as an LLC from the beginning, I absolutely recommend it. Sole proprietorship, if you just want to test the water, see how it goes, blah, 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 nothing wrong with that either. But if me personally, I would say go with a LLC if you can afford it. If you're trying to do the most cost effective, least expensive thing, go with the sole proprietorship. Most of the time, the state doesn't really care what you do as a sole proprietor until you start, wanting to employ people and things like that. Then you may have to, at that point, you have no choice but to start changing your business. One of the benefits of a LLC is that it protects your personal assets. So if your business, God forbid, fail, or you have some bad debt on the business side, they cannot come after your personal assets, your car, your house, your bank account. They cannot come after your personal assets. That is one of the benefits of LLC. I actually have a video. If you guys go to the channel, go back to the videos on the playlist, you'll see one that is labeled LLC sole proprietorship versus LLC. I explained in that video what the benefits, pros and cons are, what it is, to be, which one's better. All right. G Mazone says she's registered since May 2020. Awesome. I'm with it. I'm here for it all day, every day. All right, guys. Do you guys have any other questions for me before I go ahead and end the live and go find out why my toddler was interrupting my legs? And find that out. Anyone? By the way, guys, I am watching the news and watching for that second stimulus, second PPP round update. So if you guys, don't be surprised if you see a live that is titled Stimulus Check Update, because I am watching, and as soon as I get information, I will share it with you guys. By the way, also, if you know anyone that is homeless, or they experience any form of homelessness during this time, pandemic, or whatever the case may be, they may still also qualify to receive a stimulus payment, first round of stimulus that most of us got. So if you know someone who is actually, homeless, or they were homeless at the time, or whatever, they experience any form of homelessness at this point in time, they may be eligible to get a stimulus check. The IRS just sent out a memo on that. So please, let them know to go to the irs.gov website or go to the SBNT page on Facebook. I did post a link there, or the partner page is also there on Facebook. Not getting it. Trump said to wait till he wins for it. Blank face, blank stare. Was that blank? It wasn't really blank. Okay. I don't even discuss politics, so I'm not going to bring anyone that is a politician into this, but I'm going to say this as far as the stimulus check is concerned. The country is in need of another stimulus check. There's a lot of people that needs that stimulus check. A lot of people who are unemployed, a lot of people who have lost their cars, their homes, their jobs, their loved ones. The country is in need of help. So it would be interesting to see what the response is from our government. So I don't know why this is a political issue. whether or not someone is unemployed or someone is in need of help because of a pandemic that that we didn't cause, that we cannot really control at this point. I don't see why it would be such a difficult thing to help the people that are in need. Now, not everyone, like I said, is struggling. Not everyone. If you are a business owner, your business might have slowed down, or it might have, took off, because if you're one of the people that are offering like delivery, door-to-door service, or food service, or whatever, a lot of people are not able to go out, so they're taking advantage of that. If you're an Uber driver, Uber Eats driver, I know you've been to my house a couple of times. Shout out to you. I definitely always tip. But what I'm trying to say is not everyone is struggling, but it hurts my heart to see that there are people, some people that are even people that I know that I'm close to, that are suffering or have suffered. Hours at work have reduced. They've some of them have lost their jobs. So it's really, really interesting to see how our government handles that situation. Like I said, I'm not going to talk politics, but if our country is in need, we're all in this together. I think it's just their duty, civic duty, to make sure that we're all taken care of. That's pretty much how I feel. Now, I'm not going to say, hey, it's up to this one or up to that one. I'm saying everyone that is in our government, it's your responsibility. That's why we elected you, is for you to help us. We put you there to go to work for us. So, therefore, and when I say us, I mean all of us, not some of us. So, it would be interesting for me to see how that pans out, how our government applies, how they handle that situation. We've already lost over 210,000 people. We don't want to keep losing people. We also don't want to be losing people to suicide because they are struggling, because right now mental health issues are on the rise. A lot of people are not dealing with being inside all the time very well. A lot of people are not having, time to grieve the loss of their loved ones. There is a lot of things that is going on in our country. And this is why I tell you, you have a day, you have another day, you're breathing, you're strong, you're healthy, you're able to do what you can do. This is the time to make the best of your life, because a lot of people, I hate to say it like this, a lot of people are not making it through this time. And I pray, my prayers are with everyone, anyone that has lost someone due to this pandemic or due to anything 2020 has brought us, because we've had hurricanes and floods and fires and all kinds of things happening. Jeez. So this has been a rough year, is what I'm saying. My heart and prayers are with everyone that has suffered anything throughout this year, 2020. It will be one that we will never forget, I promise. All right. So, off of that deep end, let me get back off the deep one. On a lighter note, any other questions? You guys have any other questions for me? Stay safe, everyone in Florida. Thank you so much, Miss Brown. Yeah, I forgot there's a storm out there somewhere. Yeah, Florida. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions for me? Anything else that you guys need help with? Don't forget, if you need help at any point in time throughout any of the processes I went through tonight, if you're just tuning in, you didn't catch the beginning, you missed some stuff, that's okay. Go back, replay the video. You can start from the beginning, skip to the parts you need, and take what you need and go out and be great, be awesome. Again, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe, turn on your notification alerts, and I will bid you guys good night. It is always a pleasure sharing my knowledge and experience with you guys, and I will continue to do so every chance I get. All right. If you guys are interested in mentorship for notary, I will post a link again. There is a link. Actually, if you guys go to the channel homepage, there's a link at the top. It literally says mentor. So just click it, and that's it. It will take you to the page. All right. You guys stay blessed. Please stay safe. Wear a mask. You're protecting yourself as well as others. It's our civic duty to do that. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in, and I will see you guys on my next video, which should be in a few days. All right. Talk to you guys later. Stay blessed.